Alright, delving for dummies. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to say in this video was procured through the Delve Discord, as well as found by me and various other people who contributed to this. Currently, there are two different ways that delves can be done. The first one is your standard clear and kill the B-boss, as well as the Espada, leave, which is your normal farm for things such as legendary perk stones, godly perk stones, product essence, yen as well, which is not that great of a rate. It's mostly better to do S ranks or even actually run delves and get the time relics to convert into crystals to then sell to the Quincy NPC. But there are better avenues for that. The second method is supercharged. I do not recommend doing supercharged without a dedicated rigged delve. Now, a rigged delve is not, say, for instance, having a dev help you out, having a mod help you out, or doing anything of the sort. A rigged delve is getting a select group of people, preferably from the Delve Discord. I'll link that in the description. I really do recommend you go there for finding groups, looking for events, tons of giveaways. It's one of the best places to go for delves, or really only the only place to go for delves, consistently, that is. The process of getting this done is to clear all the encampments before the 20-minute mark. The reason clearing these encampments are necessary is if all the encampments have been cleared before the 20-minute mark, which is when the Espada boss is then given a chance to spawn. Now, the reason we want the Espada boss to spawn is it's necessary for V the Vanguard to grip the Espada boss in order for him to become supercharged. When the Vanguard boss is supercharged, he gets a 50% damage reduction as well as nulls all PvE accessory bonus effects. So, essentially, he becomes a brick wall. As well as he does get, I believe it is 80,000 health. I'm not too sure of that fact. Now, don't be alarmed. The 80,000 health does seem like a lot, but you mostly want to get together a group of Starks to weed them out. I believe we have done a successful supercharge with at most 3 to 4 Starks. The crucial part about doing a supercharged is the APOC on your team. You need, at minimum, 1 APOC for this to work very, very smoothly. Without that APOC, it becomes chaotic. People end up hurting other people on accident, and it just turns into a horrific mess. It is also significantly more successful with 2 apocalypses on your team. The reason that an APOC is necessary is that with the use of an apocalypse player, their ultimate scales off of health. So, the lower the boss is, the more damage the APOC ultimate will do to him. From my understanding, if the Delve boss in Supercharge reaches 30%, the ultimate will one-tap him, which is extremely necessary to get this done. Now, 2 apocalypses interchanging between Famine will allow each other's cooldowns to expire, allowing the other person to use their skill. Now, the reason that you should be using Famine is it does tick-based damage in and outside of the puddle. Now, the Delve boss will forever be aggroed to you, allowing the Stark players to fire their arrows without him going away, moving out the way, or trying to kill them. The area you want to bring the Vanguard boss is here in mid. The APOC player will fire his acid right here, or right around here, just in this general area right here. The boss will attempt to attack him, but end up getting stuck in this crease down here, and will not be able to move. Eventually, the poison will subside, but the tick-based damage is long enough for you to reapply your poison. If you are currently only using 1 apocalypse person in mid, it is advised to wait and keep an eye on the Vanguard's current tick damage. If he is no longer taking tick-based damage from the poison, wait till your APOC player fires off the APOC poison, and then go ahead and begin sarrowing the living hell out of him. It is also advised that if your APOC player is standing right here for some reason, or is clearly in mode and is about to use his ultimate, do not fire your Saros. Do not fire anything at him. Do not attack the boss. The APOC person is your key factor here. he will do the most amount of damage in the shortest possible time. If you are an APOC player currently taking over this role, it is advised that you do not waste your famine on anything. You do it as quickly and as fast as possible. Keep track of your cooldowns. Do not try and get damage with any of your other skills. Your poison alone will carry you in terms of getting kill credit. If you are not an APOC player or a Stark or anything of the sort, and you require damage, then communicate with your APOC person to fire the acid here after you've found the V, put him to mid, and get yourself your damage. Alright, now for the important part, clearing. Clear your camps. To do this correctly, I have a map here on screen. You can take a screenshot of this, or you can join the Delve Discord. It is listed in the Supercharged Method channel. There you can view all the other information, such as what health the Vanguard boss is at, based off of his voice lines that he says during it. Now for the clearing. Most players will spawn randomly throughout the area. Some people may spawn in mid, some people may spawn up by the castle over there, some people may spawn at Vastalordi Cave over there. There's vending machine over there, as well as the long wall and China wall over there. Now, depending on the area you spawn, you may approach a camp differently. Just follow the arrows as they're indicated. Go to one camp, move to the next, and keep moving. If you see another player at a camp clearing it, just leapfrog over to the next camp in front of them, and they shall do the same. Eventually, you'll clear it out as well. This will allow the most effective method of clearing out camps. Now, once you've cleared a camp, it is advised that you drop a time relic or just any accessory that you've acquired from the delve. So a time relic, a perk stone, or any trash accessory you're not worried about, just drop it in the middle of the camp. That'll allow any other clearing team to understand that that camp's been cleared and to move on. Now, when you see the Espada boss spawn, which the easiest way to tell is by using your Soul Wayfinder, enabling that, you'll notice that the sides of the POV of your character, or your screen to be exact, is the color Yuriatsu. That should tell you that it is active. Now, when the Espada boss spawns, you'll see his icon, a skull, over here, as well as you'll see a purple text down below referring to the Espada has been found or summoned or something like that. That is when you stop clearing your camps, immediately go to mid, and lower the Espada boss down to 30 to 20% of his health, and then bring that boss from over here to the Vanguard boss here. The Vanguard boss and the Espada boss will then fight. The Vanguard boss will most likely hurt and grip the boss, which will turn him into a supercharged Vanguard. That is when the APOC players will then oscillate their famine back and forth, the acid shot. While the Stark players or any other players fire off their Seros, Shinton Raiho, anything that does not interfere with the APOCs above. I'll show a video of us helping Omen, getting his Fullbringer slot, the Yawatch outfit, as well as the other drops he needed.
Going on.
Good. Might want to start chopping him because that red means he's low. Oh! Oh!